I believe things can happen of such an intensity that they do resonate through time, create like an echo. The story of the Titanic is very personal to each person who hears it, almost like a biblical story. This giant ship, all these people in the middle of the ocean at night, this iceberg, the warnings. What would it have been like to be there on that fateful night? I knew Jim was going to go back to the Titanic. He had talked about it. He wanted to take another expedition since he had made the film. He had invited me in passing, but I guess I didn't really seriously consider I would actually go.
Hello.
Hello.
You speak English?
Немножко.
Oh, great. I'm looking for my room, my cabin.
Это вы сейчас пройдете направо к каюте Старпома, и он вам покажет вашу каюту, куда обратиться.
Thank you.
But then when he actually said, no, I really want you to come along and experience it for yourself and just take it all in. I had to go.
Leave my past, leave my home. Now find my way to the great unknown.
The Keldysh is the largest scientific research vessel in the world, and all the activity on board is focused on the mirrors and what they have to accomplish at the bottom of the ocean. They take their work extremely seriously. Everything is checked and rechecked, just like a space mission.
Shore finds the ocean, like the night finds the day. I'll find the answer to these questions. Far away, far away.
My name is Louis Abernathy, and I'm an underwater explorer.
Well, I got them all. ABC.
I have been trying to thumb a ride down the Titanic for probably 10 years now.
What do you got for me, Lou? We got bots, slimy bots, and A deck, B deck, C deck. Where do you want to start?
Cute, like rusticles like this big around.
My name is Lori Johnston. My position was as a microbiologist looking at the rusticles.
The idea that she spiraled down, spitting objects all the way down.
My name is Charles Pellegrino. I was one of the historians and biologists on the expedition.
We tend to think of it in 21st century, eyes.
I'm Don Lynch, and I studied the story of the Titanic based upon the testimony and the accounts of the passengers and crew, the people who were there and actually witnessed it.
My name is Ken Marshall. I've been studying the Titanic for over 3 decades now.
I checked it out, the Strauss suite.
Through all those years and all that study, I've sort of become a visual historian about the ship and her structure and her appearance.
It was an amazing expedition in terms of all of the state-of-the-art technology and engineering we were using for the first time in terms of the camera system. The ROVs were amazing, on the cutting edge of technology.
Just try to keep the light in right where I've gone in. I'm going to explore these front cabins. There is no script. We don't know what we're going to see. We don't know what we're going to encounter.
The crucial thing about deep-sea photography is lighting.
And just come up over and light all this business down in here. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So we had a sister ship on the expedition called the AS. The AS had this giant lighting chandelier called Medusa. The theory was basically to lower the chandelier down over the wreck and do this overlighting, almost like moonlight. There was no manual for any of this. Nobody had ever combined this many elements into a single dive operation before at these depths. We were pushing the limits of technology, which was a little eerie given the fate of the ship we'd come to explore.
This is where it all happened. You know, it could just be any other part of the ocean, but there's something special about knowing that this is the spot, and the wreck's down there.
Why this shipwreck? You know, why not the Lusitania? Why not the Morro Castle? Why not the Atlantic?
They're all good.
I mean, they're all good, but
they're all
why
good,
is this
well,
one?
but look at all the stuff that comes with this. I mean, you've got, you know, the biggest ship in the world. It's on its maiden voyage. You've got the president of the company on board that owns it. You've got the builder on board, and it hits an iceberg, and then it sinks so slowly that you've got all these hours for all this drama to be acted out, and it just, you don't get that with other shipwrecks.
It's really a Greek tragedy for real.
She was so cheated. She was so beautiful. So much energy went into building this creation. You know, the epitome of human engineering and architecture, maritime architecture at that point.